Color Brilliance, their Neon Brights, and their semi-permanent line. But would this professional colorist still use it? Stay tuned. What's up, hair color community? It's your color mother. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Ion Color Brilliance semi-permanent hair color line. And I went inside Sally's the other day and I was like, Ion has came out with some new interesting color hues. And I used to use Ion all the time before I had my cosmetology license. I used Ion all the time, okay? I raved about it. But I decided to go inside of Sally's and I was like, you know what? I want to see what Ion is talking about. I want to see what new colors and hues and tones they have on the market. And to be honest with you guys, on their semi-permanent line, they actually had a few tones that the professional lines don't have. So of course the hair color product junkie in me was like, well, you know what, I gotta test them out. So in today's video, I will be bringing in my model. I will be refreshing her hair. You guys have seen her already on this channel where I created this awesome army camo hair color creation on her. Shout out to the American military. We want to thank you for your service. But today we are getting ready to refresh her color and I will be testing out the Ion Color Brilliance Brights. I want to test and see if Ion is still as fascinating as what I remember. So does this professional hair colorist give her stamp of approval on the Ion Color Brilliance semi-permanent hair color line? Stay tuned, family. Let's watch the production. Oh, so it's really ashed out.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing to kind of keep the color kind of muted?
I mean, nothing really. I had it twisted up for a month, and then I just took that out probably like beginning or end of last month.
Yeah.
And I washed it once, and since then I've left it alone. Like I just.
But it's doing exactly, well, Stan, it's not brassy. It's like very tone muted, like we were trying to keep it.
Right. And I was like, all right, if I don't wash as much and I just leave it alone.
The color, the darker greens went away.
Oh yeah, that's gone.
Yeah. But the rest of it, oh, I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, try to
see what we can do on this. Alright guys, so you guys met my client Deborah. She shared with me how she's been maintaining her color. Her hair was pretty ashed out and it was something that I believe I could have worked on. So in today's video, we will be applying the Ion Color Brilliance. So I decided to do multiple tones within my client's hair. As you guys can see, I am using an inspiration pick on my side. So you will see clips of me talking here and you will hear a little bit of narration in video. To kind of just go with the flow with the hair. Sometimes if you have tones left in your hair, you can play with that, all right? You don't always have to try to push the hair, push the hair, push the hair, because when we do that, when we actually work against the hair, that's how you run into lots of breakage and things of that nature. So sometimes if you realize that you have tried to remove hair color and you still have tones left in the hair, you can actually work with that and get creative off of that palette, all right? So hair color community, you know how it goes on this channel. These are the finished results of my clients. So we just created these nice tones within her hair. We have a total of, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 colors here, right? And she came in with faded old color, and today we were able to get away with a whole new canvas of color. And I believe this was a great opportunity for her to try out some colors that she's been wanting to try out. Now we do have a particular goal for her, right? She wants to go a little brighter, of course, if the hair allows. But I just thought this was really fun to share with you guys. And you guys always know on this channel, I try to bring you education. I try to bring you hair creations. And I also like to show you guys just, I don't even know what to call it, but giving you like hair color, I don't know. So right now, I just wanted you guys to see how the colors reflect in the light. Now, I wasn't sure what I wanted to call this creation, but as you can see, I have placed a picture towards the left-hand side so you can see where the inspiration has come from. And so when I showed my client this picture, she was game. She was like, listen, let's try all of the colors. Let's see what we can custom create. And as I was telling you guys earlier, I really enjoy this hair color journey with myself and also with my clients. A lot of times, like I told you earlier, you really don't have to push against the hair. Work with the hair. Work with the palette that you have. I have noticed a lot of times when people are trying to do hair color transitions, they are constantly wanting to pull out that bleach, wanting to pull out that lightener, and you don't always have to. One of the #1 questions I always get is, Janae, how do you manage to change your hair color so much and still keep hair in your head? Okay, well, one of the things is this, okay, knowing how to work with the canvas that I already have. And unless I'm really just trying to have a major tonal change or something like that, if you're messing with semi-permanents or demi-permanents even, you can get away with using that same canvas, that same palette, and just going in and creating something new on top of it. And I use a lot of professional colors. I notice when I use colors like Joico and things like that, the Joico, their color intensity line is pretty workable. I really like that line because as a colorist, if I have someone who changes their color frequently like I do, it's easier to work with it. It's very flexible, and you can tend to change the color more often when you're using it. Now, there are some lines out there that are a little more concentrated, a little more pigmented. So I believe every hair color line that you choose to work with, you kind of got to know how to work with it. All right. So you have some lines that are pretty flexible. They only live in the hair so long. So if you need to remove them, it is much easier. And then you have other lines that tend to last in the hair extremely long. So you need to, I usually like to ask myself, listen, am I going to stay this color for a long time? You know, do I see myself keeping this color in my hair for longer than a year? If yes, then I would choose to go with a hair color line that is a little more concentrated. But if I see myself changing my hair color within the next 4 months, I'll try to go with more workable hair color lines, something that has low commitment. And yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm learning as a colorist. So every line has something to offer, and there is a market and a clientele for every hair color line. So of course, Hair Color Community, you know how it goes in this channel. I'm just creating custom curls on my clients. I really wanted to see how these colors laid on each other once the style was finished. And yeah, I believe we created something gorgeous together. I love collaborating with my clients. You guys hear me say that often. And I really enjoy when my clients allow me to get creative and they understand. All right. They understand how color works, and they're open to transitions. They are open to creative ideas. You know, they might come in with one idea, and then as we discuss, we come with a whole other idea. Now, my client, Deborah, her goal is to try, like I told you guys earlier, to go into a brighter range. So it has been my goal to keep her within this more muted family. All right. Earlier in the video, you saw we created the army camo on her earlier this year, and now we wanted to create a little more vibrancy to her canvas, but I still didn't want to take her too dark, all right? Because if we took her too dark or we added too many warm tones, we would actually be going against our end goal, all right? Because as we all know, I've shared with you guys in this channel, as you're tending to mess with more reds, it's really hard to pull that out of the hair. So I wanted to kind of prevent going backwards, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys learned something in this video. I hope you guys took something away from this video, and we're just going to finish this video out with our creation. Hair Color Community, what would you call this? It gives me like, I don't know, it's very fun. Of course, we have the greatest artist of all time to our left-hand side, Jesus Christ, okay? Look at that creation on the side. God is the greatest artist of all time. But it also has this very cotton candy feel, I guess. So, I don't know. What would you guys call it? Leave your comments below. All right, Hair Color Community, I hope you guys enjoyed that production. So, the big question is, would I recommend the Ion Color Brilliance semi-permanent hair color line? The answer is absolutely yes. Will I use it inside of the salon? Absolutely yes. If there are tones that I cannot get a hold of when I go to the professional licensed store, then I have no problem using Ion semi-permanent hair color line, okay? Haircolor community, how many of you guys have tried out the Ion semi-permanent hair color line? I'm sure many of you guys have. Again, I used to use Ion all the time before I got my license, and I still believe they have amazing colors on their semi-permanent fashion color line. Alright, haircolor community, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you have not joined the haircolor community, you can join today. It is absolutely free. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay up to date on the latest uploads on this channel. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. God bless.
Yeah. Purple is definitely pop. I like the peach.
Uh-huh.
I like the way it just kind of like swoops in like a little.
Doing his own little thing. Yeah, you did good. You said do what you want. See if we can make them all work, and we got them all working.
Get them all in there.